Real.
That's how we're gonna start this Monday off.
Oh, man.
Oh wait, it's Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday already.
Yeah.
Man, time flies when you're...
I think you slept through Monday.
I probably did. You know, time flies when you're watching all the videos on Bullet's Garage playlist. Time flies, man.
Time flies, guys. Anyway, welcome. We are gonna make a quick podcast for you guys talking about just general stuff that you don't always see us putting into our videos because it's always B-roll and we're installing something, we're doing something, we're showing you how to do something. Here we're just gonna chill with you guys, talk a little bit about the future and the plans we got.
Yeah, so this is gonna be unedited, raw, uncut. So for the most part, if you guys don't know who I am his little brother. I have a YouTube channel as well, Bulli Kid. The link's gonna be probably in the description. I make some videos of his car too. I did one review of his car. Right now, we're working on the audio, we're working on the video. We're trying to learn as we go and just make better videos for you guys. And it makes us feel better too, making higher quality content. Regardless, you guys already know Bullet's Garage is one of the guys on YouTube making videos of his GSF. He also goes to Lexus Meets, RCF's ISF. So he provides a lot of content in that kind of community.
Lexus Nation,
which, you know, even though we're filming on GoPros, I think our quality is pretty darn good, you know, for what we have and the budget we're including. Obviously, most of the budget goes on the car here.
That's right.
And we'll talk about the budget. We'll talk about, or the no budget, it seems like, right?
Definitely no budget.
All the money, majority of the money is going into the car. We're trying to get him monetized, and I'm gonna let you talk about that right now.
Yeah, so, you know, as you know, YouTube is getting stricter and stricter with their laws. When I got the car last year and I started making videos, all you needed was 10,000 views and you were monetized.
Total, 10,000 views
on
total.
all your all your videos. So easy. I almost made my first $100 before they changed the rules to basically you need 1,000 subscriber. How many watch hours?
4,000 watch time. 4,000 hours of watch time
on your
over
videos.
A 12-month period.
Yeah, so it's like they made it, the hardest part is getting subscribers, as you guys know. People watch videos because I have tons of views on some of the videos, but people don't subscribe. So that's the hard part, getting subscribers. But we're slowly inching our way towards that 1,000 subscriber mark. We're around 845 right now as of today. So if you guys keep subscribing, we might get there by springtime, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
You gotta make more clickbait videos. Just quickly, I made a quick video about family cruising. I don't know if you guys are familiar with family cruising. He had a purple Hellcat that burned down. Then he got arrested for street racing and all these counts. I made a quick 8-minute video on that topic. And how much did I get? How much views did I get?
I think you're at what, 17,000 views already?
No, man, you haven't been watching my videos,
Oh, man, I haven't been following.
We're at 30,000 views on that video alone. And that video netted me around like
insane.
150 subscribers. So I got a really small channel too, but a clickbait I mean, it's not even clickbait, but it's a current event video that really got attention out there, you know?
That's insane that you got 30,000 views already that fast. I mean,
it's my second biggest video. My wheel spacer video.
This video grew the fastest out of all of them.
Oh yeah, within like,
it's like overnight,
2 weeks.
20,000 views. Anyhow.
All right, well, let's start from this, man. And you've made videos about this before. Why did you buy this car? I mean, we were talking about Chevy Camaro ZL1. For the budget, it's got a Corvette engine in there that's coming from a $100,000 Corvette.
Yep.
In a $55,000 package.
Yep.
Man. And it's got the best handling Alpha chassis.
Yep.
If you want to make more power, you just swap the pulley, put a little bit of mods on, and you're at 700 wheel.
Mm-hmm. That is the car that I thought I was gonna get, hands down, no question about it, until I sat in one, and basically
you said no.
I sat in it, and I'm like, how am I gonna drive this thing when I can't even see out of it? Like, the hood was just long, the door sills were so high. I felt like I was gonna be just driving over chickens and curbs and people because it's just so hard to see out of. Granted, I would have probably got used to it, but just the interior quality, I felt like I wasn't upgrading much from my '06 GTI. My '06 GTI actually felt nicer on the interior.
Well, a lot more leather. The Camaro had a lot more, Alcantara.
Yeah, I mean,
the plastic wasn't that great.
Exactly.
But again, they got to budget the car somehow, right?
True.
You got a big engine, a lot of power, the chassis. I mean, that's what you're buying the car for. You're not buying the car for luxury and status
that's
VIP
true.
look. But it's the experience. And like I always was telling him, dude, I would get the 6-speed manual all day just because.
10-speed auto for me.
See, different playing fields here. I just want that experience, man. It's not going to be the fastest car, but you feel so involved and in control of all that power. Don't get me wrong, that 10-speed in the Z01 is amazing, and it hauls ass. It's faster shifting than anybody could, but again, you settled for this car, and it's not because of the power. And now, with this car only having, 489 horsepower?
489.
You said that's way more than you will ever need on the street.
Actually, 467.
Oh, okay.
I wish we were at 49. 389 torque.
Yeah,
Don't get us confused here.
Oh, okay.
467 horse, 389 torque.
Yeah, but you say that's way more than you ever need in this
I mean, for
area.
the street, driving down the street, you floor it, you're moving. You don't need more power than that.
You're breaking the speed limit in
very
first
quickly.
or second gear right away.
Yeah, second gear, you're already topping out like 65. So.
And unless you take the car to the track, that's where it's gonna not shine. That's when other cars are gonna take advantage.
Yeah, because you got the weight and everything. But
around town, I mean, the looks, the luxury, the uniqueness of this car. I mean, let's talk about this car. I mean, is this car gonna stop production? Are they stopping it?
Yes, they are definitely stopping it. I mean, they stopped making the GSF already. The last GSF that came out was the 10th anniversary, RCF and GSF.
So which year was that?
2018, that's this year.
Okay. And those are the ones that come with like the special
yeah,
flat
the
gray
matte
or whatever.
paint, the black wheels, all the special options on the interior. After that, I mean, I think RCF is in a production of like a hardcore track variant that they're making, but it's still the same 5.0 liter. They're not adding any more power.
So it's kind of like the BMW M3 C, whatever it was.
CS
with the little wing and some more aero and maybe better
that's what they're trying to do with the RCF. But as far as the GSF, they're not making it anymore. There was a rumor that they were going to twin turbo and make it a V8 twin turbo, which would, hallelujah, praise the Lord. If that would happen, that would be amazing.
That's potential, man. Lexus would step up at that point.
We would step up and own the game because we would be reliable and compete with the Germans. So, but we'll see what the future holds. I doubt that's going to happen.
And let me tell you, as he said, competing with the Germans, this car is definitely not competing with the Germans as far as power.
Yeah,
those other ones have way more power, twin turbo engines. The good thing about this car, I would say, is that it has port and direct injection. So there's plenty of fuel going to the motor. If Lexus and Toyota figured out a way to make a supercharger or a turbocharger on it, you definitely have the fuel delivery. You just put in that extra air and you could be making a lot more horsepower.
Well, RR Racing does have that option.
So RR Racing, if you guys are watching, this is Bullet's Garage, Vossen, 2019. We'll do the install in Bullet's Garage.
I've watched some of the install that Armando did. That's a hard install.
I bet.
I would probably ship this car to RR Racing, have them do it, because that way you have a warranty. Either way, RR Racing, you want to sponsor us, that would be great.
So let's talk about what mods we've done to the car so far. I mean, let's talk about the main ones. Let's keep this kind of short. You definitely did the coilovers, right?
Coilovers.
CKS
with Swift springs.
And that improved the ride quality tremendously.
You barely drive this car, and you felt it as soon as we went around the first corner, the first speed bump.
When I first got into this car, we were at work, and I was driving through the parking lot, and the first bump I hit, I was like, God damn, what is this, Raceland coilovers? I mean, it had no absorption at all. It just kind of it absorbed that bump right into my buttocks. That's what I mean. So as soon as he swapped those coilovers in and we went through the first speed bump down the road, it was like heaven. You feel that cushion, and
it just got rebound compression,
and it still got dampening
It's
adjustments, so we can stiffen
perfect.
it up and lower the height. It's awesome, man. Coilovers are awesome.
quality coilovers. Don't buy cheap stuff.
Yeah, we were thinking about, you were thinking originally about springs, right? I said, man, I've ran springs on stock shocks. Yeah, you'll do it. You'll mess around with it. Give it 10 to 20,000 miles. Your shocks are going to be blowing. The ride's going to be nasty. Then you're going to have to be looking for either an aftermarket shock strut combo. It's just so much work where you buy a coilover, you take the old ones out, you directly swap the new ones in. You pay a little bit more, but it's quality. It's all meant to work together.
You could dial in the suspension height exactly how you want it. Actually, a buddy of mine, Diego Vossen, he has our RSR springs on it, and he's like, I just ordered the coils from RSR because I need to dial in the front because he has reverse rake right now. So he's,
that's the worst. You guys know these factory Lexuses, even the IS, I think, the front end sits higher than the rear.
Yep.
It's the worst look on any car.
Horrible.
I think even I spent some time with the new BMW M3 and it had a reverse rake look as well. And it's terrible. It's really terrible. And even if you get the springs, it's going to lower an inch in the back, but then you still got to lower reverse rake still. So coilovers has to be done in order to fix that problem, which we did. I'm glad we took care of that. The car looks way more aggressive, much cleaner, much better. Now, your exhaust, man. I know you got a custom exhaust. It's a very high quality made exhaust.
Stainless steel.
The guy we took it to did a great job. We got V-band clamps to the factory, resonators, is it?
Yeah, to the factory mid-pipe.
Factory mid-pipe, oval tips. Still looks very OEM, but it sounds like a beast. Like if you guys listen to any other online footage of GSFs, the other ones, I mean, aside from headers, because if you got headers, it just sounds crazy raspy, and in my opinion, I don't like it. But he was making some videos with Chicago RCF with his custom exhaust, and even though his sounds nice and obnoxious, but yours has that luxury to it where it's just deep. It's not too crazy, not too obnoxious, but it's got that roar to it, and I like that.
For the small amount of money that I paid compared to an axle back system from any other name brand like Tom's or GT Haas, I believe that's how you say it, they're over like $4 or $5 grand just for an axle back.
And
so
that's crazy.
It's insane prices. But like I was telling him, I was looking into exhausts because I would love to have a valved system, best of both worlds. You want it loud, push a button loud. If you want it quiet, push a button quiet, And I've been talking with RR Racing because they have their bazooka set up, and PPE, which makes PPE headers, they have a full CapEx system
for the GSF.
For the GSF, they both have it for the GSF now, where you have basically valves, and just each company has different type of valves. I like RR Racing valves better because they're electronic. PPE headers, you have to run it with the vacuum line.
Oh, I was gonna say you go under there. They're manual cutoffs.
Yeah. So maybe in the future, once we want more sound, we'll consider that. But this setup's gonna have to do for now.
And for the new people out there, there's a couple ways to go about this. If you just got a stock exhaust, one, you can just add cutoff valves to your stock exhaust. So it's fairly quiet from the get-go. Buy cutoff valves, weld it into the factory pipe with the switch, open it up. It's gonna sound insane, right?
Yep.
And if you just want a quick, cheap way to do it, cutoff valves are anywhere from like $100 to $300. The only thing that's gonna cost you is installation and running the wire to do it. You can do that, definitely. You could do something like you where you get a custom quality catback exhaust. Don't go to like a cheap muffler shop where they don't mandrel bend the pipes. And by mandrel bend, what I mean is that the pipe on the inside diameter is even throughout the whole bend. The cheap shops bend it, and you got the ripples inside the pipe, which
interferes flow of exhaust gases.
Flow of exhaust, the sound is changed, and everything else. Or if you're really balling out there, go ahead, by all means, pick up a nice high quality valve system.
Yeah,
although
the Novell system with headers, which is 12 grand.
12 grand.
Please donate.
You're kidding me.
Headers, full system, Novell, 12 grand.
Wow, that's just insane for a Lexus. I mean, it's still a Toyota. It should still be within budget. But one thing I've noticed with these valve systems is if you're sitting or standing from the back of the vehicle, you see these valves though, you know, it's not as clean. Like some of them you see more than others.
On some systems, depends where the valve is positioned.
Exactly. If it's more by the tip, you can just see the valve, and I personally don't
That's
like
like
that.
BMWs have that towards the exhaust tip. Lexus or these companies that I mentioned, their tips are, the valves are further back, so you don't really see the valves.
Yeah, well, that's always a bonus. What else can we talk about? Well, the most obvious is probably the wheels it's sitting on right now, right? Go ahead. Run through the specs real quick for the new members right there watching right now.
Man, I wanted wheels since I got this car because these 19s, they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I feel they're too small. And the 20s that I got on here now make it look so much better. So, Vossen 8C2 hybrid forged, okay? We have 29.5 ET32 in the front on a 255/30 tire, 2011 in the back on a 285 tire, ET35 in the back. And we just installed them today.
You already mentioned the tire spec on that?
Yes, 285/30.
All right.
We got it on, it clears. In the springtime, we will be doing minor height adjustments, especially in the front, because the front now has a lot of gap, which we need to eliminate, but they look fantastic.
But they clear right now because the car's not moving, but you know, in the summertime when we get the car out and start driving it, we'll have to see how well it actually clears over speed bumps and dips and grooves. But so far, the rear sit right around perfect, and you're running your like pretty much negative 1.5 camber, which is within factory specification. So it's nothing crazy. We're not rolling the quarter panels like he mentioned in his previous videos. He rolled his quarter panels before, and he had rubbing issues before, and his old car got quarter panel rust like crazy. I've rolled my quarter panels in my Honda Civic, and although I didn't rub, just from rolling them over the next 2-3 years during winters, I started accumulating rust. So I told him, don't do it, whatever you do. I know you want a nice clean setup and tight fitment, but it's just not worth the headache down the road. And
so we're trying to avoid that.
Definitely. That's why we kind of went with a narrower tire. We were going to go originally with a 295 and make it beefy because we wanted that big beefy look, you know, to give it a Hulk stance. The front definitely looks a little slimmer, but we're going to lower the front down a little bit. And the front wheels are the ones that turn in and out. So it's better to play it safe, get a smaller combo in order to make those turns than rub all over inside the wheel wells. But very nice wheels. Vossen, as you guys know, are very expensive.
Very.
Tell them the retail price of this brand new. If you're buying this brand new from Vossen with this finish, with the center caps and all the goodies, how much is it brand new?
So if you get the dark smoke finish with the red center caps, the MSRP is $8,600. You heard that right.
$8,600. Not including tires.
Not including tires.
Not including a savings account at some bank. Not including a trophy or anything, right? At least you should get a plaque like YouTube sends you with the play button. You should get some with Vossen so you can hang it up. A lot of money, but again, high quality. Everything in the back of the wheel is stamped. You know, it says forged Vossen, made for the GSF, and that's really unique and custom, and I like that. So
and the good thing is I didn't pay retail, which is a win-win.
Yes.
Because I would never be able to afford these retail. As you know, Bullet Garage is on a budget.
Budget and not monetized.
Not
so
monetized.
If you're watching this, subscribe right now. Let's get it monetized by the beginning of next year so he can start making some money. Because I know he's already splurging all this money on this car. Imagine if he had a budget set aside for this car.
Oh, man.
This car would be supercharged.
Definitely. Full exhaust, supercharger.
We would have...
It'll be crazy.
I'm sure we would have carbon drive shafts, custom axles. We would have a fat-ass drag radial in the back, and you'd be making passes against these Camaros, Mustangs, and whatnot, right?
That's right. You know
because this guy's already splurging on this car.
That's how I do. I live once. I don't save my money. I work hard. I play hard.
Yeah, that's right. So, next thing. 2018 is completed. Y'all seen what he did. If you didn't, go back in his videos. and skim through them. But let's talk about 2019 right now. Okay, 2019 is right around the corner. You know, once springtime comes around, this baby's coming out.
Yep.
We're gonna create some new content for you guys. We're gonna make some new videos. What are we planning to do in 2019? And if you guys are watching, comment below what you want to see as well.
True.
In the next upcoming season, because we can definitely work with you guys and provide some content, as long as it's not crazy. Like, hey, I want you to do a burnout on your brand new Vasta wheels, because how much were those tires, man?
$1,000.
$1,000, and those were bought on Black Friday sale, brand new. They're talking about $1,300. So we're not trying to roast tires and be hoonigans here and just kind of be reckless, okay? We're trying to create content, grow, and eventually, you know, create some passive income as well, right?
That's right. Well, I mean, for a couple things that I have lined up in 2019 is I'm going to be doing a couple reviews of a couple of my friends' cars that they got, which is going to be pretty exciting.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. A couple of my buddies, one of them got a ATS-V manual.
Cadillac ATS-V.
You got it.
That's
basically
the 3.6 liter twin turbo.
I think it's a 3.6. Yeah. So
are they producing that still? I thought those were gonna get, you know, knocked out of production.
I mean, I know they weren't selling extremely well like the GSF, but that's what he got, and we're gonna make a video of that in the springtime. That's it. No, nothing else happening in 2019.
Well, you guys got a lot to stay tuned for, right?
Nah.
What are you talking about?
There's gonna be more stuff coming through. You know, a lot of car shows coming up, car meets. Hopefully, we're gonna enter the GSF into some competitions like, you know, cleanest daily stuff like that, because the car shows have that, so we could enter, hopefully get some trophies.
Like you talking about outside car shows in the parking lot, or like indoor car shows for
outdoor
something?
car show parking lot.
Okay, I never heard of that. What I'm interested in seeing, at least for 2019, is a dyno day, and I know you were mentioning something about that this year and nothing happened from it. So I know dyno shops, if you can bring in probably 10 to 20 cars for a dyno session, they give everybody discounts, maybe like $50, $55 for 3 pulls, and that would be very interesting to see how much rear wheel horsepower these cars are actually making.
True.
You know, you can bring some RCFs, GSFs, ISFs. I mean, Chicago F, right, community. You can invite everybody over.
Our group would probably be down somebody to see how much power they're making.
And everything's rear wheel drive for the most part, so it's the same setup on the dyno. You know, they don't have to transfer from all wheel drive to rear wheel drive.
But I'm not going to a Mustang dyno because that's a heartbreak killer.
Yeah,
so
we don't want to go Mustang.
I don't want to see Mustang dyno numbers, okay? Dyno jet all day.
So Mustang numbers read low. That's why he's insisting on going on a dyno jet, which will boost his confidence level, right?
Just a little bit.
But we should definitely do a dyno day, compare numbers, see who's the king, who's making the most horsepower.
Those ISF boys that have full bolt-ons.
93 octane, right? Aside from dyno day, I was thinking about quite possibly taking this car to the drag strip. You've never been to the drag strip. You're talking about living ones, right? I think it'll be cool to take it out on the drag strip, probably with the factory GSF tires, since they're smaller in diameter. You got, you know, we don't want to mess up the Bosons, but plus they're lighter too, so in the quarter mile it might be a little better. And with the sticky track, I don't think you're going to be spinning too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if it's the summertime, these grip pretty good. So as long as it's a pretty warm day, we could roast them up a little bit, get them a little stickier, and do some pulls.
And if I remember correctly, this car runs around 13.8 in the quarter mile.
Oh Lord, that's slow.
Yeah, I didn't want to remind you,
That's slow as dirt.
But that's what it runs. Realistically, we're talking somewhere in the 14s with a new driver.
No, we need weight reduction. I'm gonna gut the car and then we'll go.
Got the car?
Got it. The whole interior. I'm gonna sit on the bucket.
No, but 13.8. It's not the fastest car, but we can still have some fun, have that experience. Those are the two things that I definitely want to see in the upcoming season.
I actually want to take it to like a road course / autocross type of thing, where you have room to run off, just kind of get some corners in, not just go straight on a drag course.
I know what you mean. You can do both.
Once these tires are going to be basically shot, we're going to go.
the thing is, autocross, your car's way too heavy to autocross and way too long. I think circuit racing at a real track,
yeah.
you know, longer sweeping turns would be better for you and much more pleasurable in this car. Aside from that, let's see, what else can we talk about here? It's freezing out here in Chicago, man. We got the little heater going. It's about, what,
not working very well.
25 degrees right here. Trying to stay warm. And, yeah. I think that's gonna be it, man.
We still got to put the stock wheels on.
We still got to put the stock wheels on right now.
I got to hit the gym. Daily life, you know. The grind never stops.
I bought Bitcoin, so I gotta make sure my Bitcoin's moving up. If you guys have not bought Bitcoin, go ahead.
All right, guys, that's gonna cut this podcast. Hope you enjoyed. We should be making more of these in the springtime when we have more to talk about with more people. But that's gonna be it for this. We're gonna throw the stock wheels back on, get the Vossens in the house for winter hibernation, and we'll be back with more videos.
And if you guys want to collaborate with Bullet's Garage or make any cool videos, non-racing, unless it's in Mexico.
Only in Mexico.
Just leave a comment below, and we'll be sure to work that in 2019. Anyway, guys, Bully Kid checking out. Bullet's Garage out.
See ya.
And like he says, what do you say? I'll catch you on the next video. Is that what you say?
I don't say that.
Oh man, I thought you did.
I think you say that.
No, I don't say that.
We'll see you guys on the next video.
Peace.